all you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke.
Yeah, hey, well, we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Rilla gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they frontin' they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I'm your Huckleberry. Just my game.
You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
Come on, man.
Apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear my soul. Ebony ivory, nobody knows. Business for sex me, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do.
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you?
Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go.
Hit that like button, beaches. Smash that fucking like button. It helps a ton. Don't be a beach. Smash that thumbs up, motherfucker.
You can't be at least mildly interested, and shut the hell up.
Stay woke, stay woke, You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang.
The little rascal has spirit.
Global with that gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang gang. Global with that gang gang.
Shit, Derek.
You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang gang. Global with that gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang gang. Global with that gang gang.
He's heating up.
You know we don't play gang gang. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. Ay, oh, I swear I'm delusional. These niggas, they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me, they say I'm in their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
They're controlling the youth, agenda abusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble.
Mr. Strickland.
They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches global with that gang gang. You know we don't play guys here. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang.
I got hairy legs.
With that gang gang. You know we don't play guys here. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang gang. Global with that gang gang. You know we don't play guys here. East Coast with that gang gang. West Coast with that gang gang. Global with that gang gang. You know we don't play guys here.
Chlorophyll? More like borophyll. I fart in your general direction.
Come on, man.
Hadouken!
Fat phobia is real and it's a social justice issue.
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Come on, really? Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 1937 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, sleaze-cast, and sleaze-cast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everesting K2 Flexin' on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Daily Swole 1937. What's going on, fam? Drop in the comments down below. What doth thou smashest today? What did you smasheth? Smasheth. What dost thou smasheth? Yes. Drop in the comments below. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Odyssey, Rumble, everywhere you want to bang your eye holes or ear holes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We are live. So I want to give a special shout out to those of you that are leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Make sure you write a review on Apple Podcasts. Going to be doing some awesome giveaways and some shout outs to those of you that are doing so. It means a lot and it helps with distribution and it makes more people look at the podcast and be like, you know what? I'm going to subscribe because I want to bang my ear holes with some knowledge cock. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying, fam? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
How dare you?
Yes, I said knowledge cock, Greta. Is that okay with you? You don't have to shave your armpits for me. Don't do me any favors. You know what I'm saying? I know. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah. Arnold's probably into that shit. Anyway, drop in the comments down below, what'd you smash? And of course, we're going to get into some awesome Swole fan posts. We're going to talk about some of the new drops today, some things we got going on once we put the tip in. But before we do all that, fam, you know what we got to do. We got to bust this nut open. Don't we now? Falcon, take us away for the busting of the nut. Cover your nips. And of course, drop in the comments down below. What did you smash today right now? Did you go to the fucking gym? Did you make those fucking gains? Let's get after it. Falcon, summon the Falcon. Hold on. Falcon. Ah, it worked. It worked. You furry nipped beesh. Put some respect on it.
Hadouken!
60% of the time, it works every time.
US and A, greatest country in the world.
Fucking amazing. Amazing gains. Look at that. Delicious. Leo, you raging alcoholic. Boo. Can we get some booze for Leo? Oh, that was nice. Falcon, you like that one?
You can't be at least
that was pretty good.
Interesting, then shut the hell up.
That was pretty nice. That was a good rip. First thing. Oh, sunken down some wind with that intro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Noise. Noise. What a nice fucking card. And if there's ever a time to flex that swole privilege, it is today, fam. It is today. We got some shit coming down. The guillotine has dropped. So unless you're being, look, you know what's going on in the world. You better be a good bitch. Bend over, take a knee, or else. Or else what? Or else what, you motherfuckers? Here in the Swole fam, we flex our swole privilege. We take care of our health. That way we are ready for anything that comes our way. Don't we? Don't we prepare, fam? Don't we follow those 7 pillars? Don't we prepare for all the things that might come our way? Indeed. In fucking deed. Take care of yourself. Do right by yours. Take care of your family. But take care of your fucking health. I think we can all agree on that.
I like to caress
salad fingers.
Spoon.
Salad fingers with his old lettuce hands. He can agree with that. Make sure you take care of your health because that is going to get you through these trying times. Focus on those 7 pillars. And if you don't know what those are, drop it in the comments down below and we'll help you navigate that. But you can also check the description, show notes, swolenormousx.com and download your copy of the 7 pillars. We'll talk about those again in just a second. But fam, shall we get into that tip? Shall we get into that tip? I think we shall. You ready? Let's spit on it and let's get into it. Hold on, fam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. Oh, it's chilly outside. Let Papa in. It's just going to hurt a lot. All right, what we got for him first, we got some videos. We got a brand new clip on the Swolenormous channel. What actually affects your body weight? Ah, yes, it's the stigma. I forgot. Me forgets. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Now, this is a popular clip on the Daily Swole TikTok page. Yeah, it's not all those things. It's not KFC. It's not McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell. Ah, that's right. The stigma is causing your ass to get fatter. It's the stigma about fatness, not you inhaling everything around you. Vegetable oils, processed carbohydrates, not exercising. It's the stigma. I forgot. How silly of me. How silly of me to use my brain. I forgot what year it was. All right, let's talk about, we had our accountability meeting on Monday, and we talked about this yesterday. Fam, no joke, you are not going to be able to contain your nips. Your nips are not going to be able to stay on your body. They are going to be blown to smithereens. Back to Swole. Swole TV special event. Next week's accountability meeting is going to be absolutely off the chain. So make sure you subscribe to the Swole fam. Make sure you check out swolenormousx.com. Join today for less than $5. Plus, check out the unlimited options. Back to Swole special Monday, August 30th, 12 noon Eastern time. 12 noon. And just kind of finalizing the plan for the releases. It's going to be absolutely fucking epic. So if you've never been to one of these events, if you missed the Balls Deep for Summer back in May, if you've never been to a Swole Year's Eve party, we have about 3 a year. And this is going to be nuts. Talk about the releases. I'm telling you, you have no fucking idea. Just the volume and the depth and stuff that it's going to blow your shit apart. It's going to explode your brains. It's going to explode your nips, whatever organs of your choosing. It's just going to blow it to smithereens. So you still got time to join. It's Wednesday, but why wait? Get familiar with the Swole fam. Join the private Discord. Join Swole Text. Get all that stuff. Just, get your shit in order. But Monday, August 30th, 12 noon Eastern time, it's going to go down. So don't miss out on that at all. Also, before we get into the first Swole fam post, make sure you are checking out papaswolio.com. We got the brand new Swole variant apparel there. Remember, Because you're a listener of the show, use code DailySwole for 10% off. And as a member of the Swole fam, log into your account right there at the top of the page. You can save 20% for being a member. So just another perk for being a part of the Swole fam. You get 20% off. But like I said, you can also straight up right now, even just to get your dick wet, you can save 10%. Use code DailySwole, all one word, for 10% off your order over at papaschwirlio.com. And look at that beautiful Swole variant. That is fucking amazing.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
My God, the Swole variant is here. Now, my God, this fucking apparel, I cannot wait because we just launched it. So they're all getting shipped out. They're all coming in, and I cannot wait for this to come in. I am so stoked for all of you to start taking pictures and sharing your Swole variant apparel. We all know that the Delta variant's out there. There's lots of variants. There's going to be many, many more. It's never going to end. Viruses mutate, and it's going to keep on going, more. There's never going to be a lack of variants, but the Swole variant is the most important. The Swole variant you want to spread. You want to be a super spreader. You want to be a Swole variant super spreader, I promise you. So again, check it out, papaschwirlio.com. Save big juicy. Use code DailySwole for 10% off. Check out that Swole variant apparel and everything else. We got Tess Hornaday gear. We got Taint Length Matters. We got, we got Papa Swirlio 2024. I'm running for office, apparently. Put me on the ballot. I'll help you fucking make America make sick fucking games. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Swole variant. Epic. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into the first Swole fam post. This one's from our very own Alper. We got a question to kick us off from the Swole fam. All right, Alper writes, "Hey fam, trying to work with a calorie deficit to lose weight. Put my details into MyFitnessPal. I'm around 290 pounds, down from 310. I'm looking at the calories it suggests to eat for each day, and it's 2,900, plus I burn around 700 in the gym every day. Literally without feeling like shit. I can't eat more than 1,800 calories a day. Am I in too much of a deficit? I'm sticking to fair quality meat, fruit, etc. I feel full, drink plenty of water, and feel super energized since changing my habits. Good for you. Throw that fucking app out the door. You don't need it. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of attention. You don't know how many calories you're burning. That's not an accurate measurement. You're not burning 700 calories, and that's not a real accurate of measurement of what you're utilizing in terms of fat burning. It's irrelevant. I would not go off any MyFitnessPal suggestions. You need to focus on food quality, eat to your satisfaction, focus on quality fats, grass-fed beef, not fair quality meat. I don't know what that means. Make sure you're getting grass-fed beef. You're cooking in beef tallow. Get your organ meats in. Get plenty of sleep, 7 to 9 hours of consistent sleep a night. All those things are so much more important than counting your calories. Seriously, do not worry about it. If you're eating quality food, you can stuff your fucking face with delicious food. Cut down the carbohydrates, opt for whole fruits like berries, but focus on those fats and proteins like we talked about, bone broth, all those good things. You're going to be absolutely on point. Trust me. Lifting weights. Make sure you're lifting weights. Don't worry so much about the cardio. Focus on lifting weights, your yoga, the 7 pillars, and you are going to absolutely fucking crush it. I'm telling you. Don't worry about those numbers. You're playing math. You're playing math, bro. You're doing the math, and it's a waste of time. You're not at a math stage. You're probably never going to be, but you don't need to micromanage your shit right now based on what you're talking about. You need to focus on your habits and those executions more. Trust me. All right. We talk about that a lot. You can follow up if any of you have your suggestions. You could drop those in the comments. And of course, that was from the private Facebook group. You can, you can answer and follow up over there as well, or in the comments live. We got one from L here. What's in the box, L?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? All right, L, fam. I have a huge accomplishment to share that I wouldn't have been able to do without the support here. Lately, I've been a bit of a lurker, keeping my head down, popping in to read everyone's uplifting stories and words of encouragement, but not posting much. Today, it paid off. This morning was my physical agility test for my application as a full-time firefighter. Good for you. I've been a volunteer on the department for 5 years, but this was still a very big step. The physical agility test is 9 stations designed to stimulate some of the tasks expected of those. I struggled the most with the 24-foot ladder carry. Please note, I am a 5-foot tall female, just 5, no extra. And that's what she said. Haha, yeah. I guess she did say that. All right. The ladder sits in the truck above shoulder height for me, so getting it down onto my shoulder and walking with it without letting either end touch the ground is difficult. 2 years ago, I could not pass this station. I failed. Today, I did not fail. Today, I crushed it. There we go. I not only completed my test, but I finished in 7 minutes and 12 seconds, over a minute less than the time limit. I never thought I'd do so well. All I wanted to do was get done in time. I can't even express how much this community, the 7 Pillars, and Papa Swole have all played a part in helping me to reach my goals. Hashtag SwoleFam, 7 Pillars community, and fuck average. That's fucking awesome. That is amazing.
Little rascal has spirit.
That's fucking fire. That is fucking awesome. Let's get some biceps and gorillas for L in the comments down below. That's fucking awesome. Awesome. All right, we got one from Holly. Holly, asking another. We got questions today, fam. Interesting question. This will be the first year I'm in a neighborhood where trick or treat is a big thing. We discussed it already and plan to do a community trick or treat regardless of what local mandates might be. When October 31st comes around, what alternatives do you hand out for trick or treat besides candy? I'll let you all drop in the comments down below. I honestly don't give a shit. Just put a note on your door or just don't answer. You could also do that. Anyway, what do you hand out? Don't be one of those people, though, that hands out like a toothbrush and toothpaste and some floss. Maybe you want to hand out, you know what you could do? You could hand out dumbbells and the kids have to fucking lug it around the rest of the night. That'd be funny. Let's see. What could you do? What could you do? You could do something fitness related, something inexpensive. Yeah, hand out little pamphlets. Hand out the 7 Pillars. Hey, print out some 7 Pillars or something like that. Make some nice little cards with them and hand them out. There you go. All right, here we got one. Yeah, turn your porch light off. All right, here we got one from Megan. All right, Megan writes, "Hey fam, so it has now been a week since Fraulein Jacinda decided to lock down New Zealand." Ah, Fraulein. Yeah, the similarities are quite striking. Decided to lock New Zealand down again, and I'm going to be honest, I have been a major biche and let it get to me and just let all the pillars crumble. The government is seriously pushing the vaccine, but as I have a history of blood clots caused by medication, I'm not really keen to try an experimental product with a risk of death. I don't blame you. Instead, I'm going to build those pillars back up, slap myself across the tits and get back to it and make COVID afraid of me. Good for you. That's probably the most fucked up thing, is that people with medical concerns are still in many cases being forced to get it or being ostracized for not. This is some evil shit going on. And we got some articles that we'll get into in the balls deep portion, but it's going to be fucking epic. It's getting worse and it's going fast. And with all these bullshit approvals, I think there's still no active head of the FDA. So coincidentally, approval. And I've heard actually that the vaccine hasn't been approved. It's just kind of like a little bait and switch, but you could all look and do your own research on that one. But there's a lot of still limitations and emergency authorization loopholes. There's a lot of shit going on. And the fact that the mainstream media is going to hit the ground running with all of these things, it's only giving more leeway for corporations and these large corporations to force people to take this shit. And I saw one of the, I don't have the article here, but I remember just before coming live that I think it was it Delta Airlines that came out and said they're going to fine their employees $200 a month if they don't get the vaccine. $200 a month. So you're going to get fined if you don't get the vaccine. I don't think that's legal. I don't understand how any of this is legal. I feel like a lot of this shit, if you take them to the courts and take it to the Supreme Court, it's going to get thrown out. But if you want to have vaccinations on subscription, if you want to turn these pharmaceutical companies into SaaS products, if you really want to do that, why don't you just make your money off COVID testing? I get it. Hey, you get a vaccine or get a COVID test, then fucking get a test. Whap, whap. Everyone's going to get it, whether you're vaxxed or not. So I just don't get what the problem is. Just do it. Make your money via a test. It's not complicated. It's not hard. We all know that real immunity, right? Having antibodies is the best way to do it. So instead of letting it work its way through the population, make those billions while you can, right? Whap, 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 whap. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, you know what? We'll talk about that in the knowledge cock portion. Honestly, the FDA is so criminal and so corrupt. Come on. Like, seriously, what things that we talk about does the FDA push in terms of what you're allowed to take? So many companies have had FDA approval with their drugs that have actually caused more problems. Heart problems, X, Y, and Z. These companies have paid out billions in lawsuits over decades and decades, and all these things were approved by the FDA. It doesn't mean anything. It really does not. Some people in fucking suits that just want to make money, and they're just trying to minimize and mitigate their liability. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to deal with any fucking negative outcomes, but they want to make that fucking profit, and they're going to cut as many corners as possible. So a lot of things that are approved are definitely not fucking good for you to consume and put in your body, whether it's food or it's drugs. So honestly, if you want to put your health into the hands of the FDA, you're a fucking moron. You're a moron. If you think that what the FDA says is in your best interest for health, you've lost it. And I'm not saying everything the FDA does or has done is negative, leads to negative health outcomes, but it certainly isn't done with your health interest first and center. It's about mitigating liability and hoping and making sure that no one gets sued and people don't get in trouble. It's literally a CYA. It's cover your ass agency, essentially. All right. It's bad. All right. Rosimar. Hey, the internet starts convenient. Rosimar woke up extra early to try to work out and meditate at different times. I'm still struggling with when to meditate so I can be consistent. And then my sweet doggy gets sprayed by a skunk. Oof. Took me 3 hours to handle the crisis since I didn't have the ingredients I needed. Now I have to work 2.5 hours later than usual, and I'm already exhausted. The puppy is fine, but my house still stinks. I do have yoga today, which is exactly what my body and soul needs. I'm sorry to hear that.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking skunk. No good. No one likes getting sprayed by a skunk. No one likes that shit. All right, Tyler. One from Tyler. Morning, fam. I wanted to write last night, but I had to sleep after my fucking fire leg day. My man. Squatted 210 pounds for 10 reps, then bumped up to 215. Finishing with 2 sets for 221. After some back workouts, I went to leg press and then more back stuff. Finished the night with RDLs for that nice hammy stretch. Walking out of the gym like my legs were jello. Anyhow, stay swole, my friends. Go to the fucking gym, swole privilege, and fuck average. There's also some other numbers here, but I figure reading all those is kind of brutal to go through. But we got 360 pound squats. We got 450 pound, leg presses, and RDLs, 4 sets, 135. Solid numbers, bro. Solid numbers. Round of applause. Nothing like a delicious leg day. I did some legs yesterday. And I did some arms today. I was out literally training outside for like 4 hours, just doing all sorts of different things. Maybe not that long, but enjoying just getting sun and listening to podcasts, doing work too. So laid out a bunch of awesome content, planned stuff for Monday. It was great, delicious day. So I'm glad to hear. I always like to hear about a delicious leg day. Love to hear when someone's making sick fucking gains. And we got one from Ville. Hello, fam. Hello, fam. From, what is that? What's that flag? That's not Sweden. Is that Norway? Or is that, what's that flag? Someone tell me. Maybe it's from neither. Where's that flag from? Someone do a little flag recon. Hello, fam. Hello, fam. Hello, fam. From that flag. I'm curious. What we got? Is it Sweden? I thought it was Sweden, but I thought Sweden had some yellow in their flag. Norway, Sweden, Iceland. Oh, come on. What we got here? Someone look it up. Finland. It seems like one of those Nordic countries. Could someone just fucking Google it, please? Come on. Google it. I am the danger. All right. Still going strong in here. And mostly stayed on track and staying consistent. Night shifts will sometimes mess things up, but yoga has proven to be the best training on those days. Harder stuff when not working during the night. Not focused that much on weight loss at the moment, sitting on a 105 kilogram down from 125 when I started the lifestyle change back in November of 2019. Comparing that 2019 and today, I sleep better. I feel much more energetic. I do tons of stuff driving during the day. I also started as an experiment to study some engineering basics to get those brain gains and order the Atomic Habits book that Papa talks about. Hopefully, you are all staying strong and safe. Much respect. Excellent book, by the way. Is it Finland? That was close. That was close. Yeah, I didn't think it was Norway or Sweden. So Finland, delicious. Delicious. Excellent. That's right. Delicious. All right, from Finland. Badass. Badass. We like that shit. All right, if you got questions, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And those were all posts from the Swole fam. And if you're not yet a member of the Swole fam, stop being such a beesh and join the Swole fam today. So you know that on next Monday, we have our Back to Swole special event with major fucking releases, like big time releases. But of course, when you join, you get access to all the full programs. We got 0 equipment programs with Swole Mastery. We have the 90-day dash, Scorched Earth. We have Swole Season. So you literally have a year and a half of fully programmed training. You can customize them. You can repeat them. We have over 200 yoga classes that you can stream 24/7, 365. So you always have all your 7 pillars taken care of inside Swolenormous X. Every single pillar is taken care of for you, whether it's mindfulness with meditation and brain gains, whether it is the training, the nutrition jumpstart, the recipe archive. We got everything. We got everything you need for recovery. We got everything you need for your community. We have it all over there. And of course, over at swolenormousx.com. And in the show notes down below, you could download your copy of the 7 pillars. So make sure you are giving that a look. Make sure you're giving that a look. Join the Swole fam today, swolenormousx.com. All right, we got some questions from Instagram, and of course, always prefer to answer questions live. So if you do have a question, drop it in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And of course, when we go balls deep, we're going to get into a couple breaking news stories. Get some breaking news stories, and then we're going to get into some shitty McShitterson posts. Maybe we'll take some of those articles now, but make sure you are dropping those comments in the live chat below. All right, we got one from Instagram. This one's from Ibs Jester. Papa Swolio, is too much protein bad? Well, you just answer your question. Too much protein means too much protein. So too much protein means more protein than you should have. So having too much means by definition you're having too much. Now, how much protein do you need? If you're trying to bulk and build muscle, you probably need about 1 gram plus of protein per pound of body weight, but it depends on how much you're lifting and your needs and what your source of protein is coming from. So make sure you're getting in your grass-fed beef. I would opt for that, or wild-caught fish, but definitely grass-fed beef is going to give you quality protein, tons of fat, cooking beef tallow. I have lots of bone broth. I eat sweet potatoes in smaller quantities, honey, raw local honey, and organic dates and stuff that, in smaller quantities. And I love fruit, but my main source are grass-fed beef products. Ribeyes are my favorite, and I cook in beef tallow, so lots of fat. Avocados are great too. Some people like to do, use coconut oil. You put grass-fed butter on everything. I love that shit. Pastured bacon, all those things. So the quality of the food matters. Just make sure you're getting enough fats, and the carbohydrates is where you can go on the lower side and play around with and see what works best for you. But definitely you're going to get your organ meats in. You'll get all your nutrients that way. Getting your grass-fed beef liver. Fantastic. Yoked out Nick, Papa Swolio, isn't the Tessie mug so sexy? It sure fucking is. Oh, calm down, Falcon. It's not your Tessie. It's a mug. He's got the mug in his avatar. It's not your Tessie. Your Tessie's right there. Don't worry, Falcon. Your Tessie's right there. I know. She's right there. See? Nothing to worry about. I know. She's right there. Oh, Quint. Jesus Christ.
Eyes. Black eyes, like a doll's eye.
Yeah, we know, like a doll's. All right, it's a fucking doll. Everyone just comes out of the woodwork. So thank you for waking up the team, Nick. We appreciate it. We're trying to do some questions, bro. Come on now. All right. Kevin, Papa Swolio, does having a higher protein intake help fight infections and viruses? I have no idea. I have no idea. Why? Why would you? I mean, no clue. No clue. But I will say is having better health will certainly strengthen your immune system. So having sufficient protein intake, of course, would help you be healthier. But is that going to mean that you have, that you're able to fight indirectly? I would say. I'm not sure if there's any studies that says like, oh, more protein just slaughters, but a stronger immune system because you're getting adequate nutrition would just make sense. Of course, sleep, sunlight, all those other things too, quality fats, quality protein. So yes, but I don't know about directly. I don't know if there's any mechanism that's like, oh, more protein, and just like start slaughtering viruses. All right. Let's see. Another question here. Joao Crescende? Joao? Papa, are you on roids? The answer is no. But Arnold is, or was. It's probably on TRT. Joao, that's Brazilian or Portuguese. Joao Crescende. I don't know that name. Okay. Enough of that. We got one from Instagram questions, always interesting. Cobb to you. Papa Soy, do you eat steak every day? Yep. What other meats do you consume? I eat some pastured bacon and other meats on occasion, rarely. You know, when Mama Swole makes it, I'll have a little bit of chicken sometimes, but I'll have some wild fish. And sometimes we have sushi, rarely. You know, sushi can be high in magnesium and mercury, but I don't have it often. So it's not going to be something that's going to build up. So yeah, I eat steak, grass-fed beef every day, grass-fed liver and organ meats and stuff like that. But yeah, beef every day for me. Oh, and eggs too. Eggs. That's right. So pastured eggs, no doubt. Matthew, weird question here. Bro, this is the fucking Daily Swole. What question isn't what question isn't weird? Weird question here. Seriously. Like what isn't weird on this Mancast? Do you think eating healthy and living well makes it easier for your body to deal with temperature extremes? I hardly ever get cold like I used to, and I handle the heat better too. Well, I mean, exposing yourself to hot and cold temperatures and sauna and cold plunges and stuff like that will help. But I definitely think that eating healthy and living well in general will help your body navigate those issues for sure. If you are a healthier person, but of course, if you're not exposed to those types of temperature extremes, think about it. People live at a steady temperature all the time. You're in a temperature control. Let's say you're in your house and you're at, let's just say 75 degrees or 78, 75 degrees. You get in your car, you turn the AC, you're at 75 degrees. Then you get to work or in your elevator or whatever, you're at 75 degrees. You're always at the same temperatures. That's why sauna is so beneficial. Cold plunge is so beneficial. You need to take your body to those extremes so your body gets more efficient at you have to put your body under stress. What do you think lifting is, right? Lifting is putting your body under stress. Lifting is giving your body that type of workout. It's a temperature controlled workout. So putting your body under stress and making it more anti-fragile is essential. So yes, definitely eating properly and training and sleeping well will give your body the ability to handle that better. But of course, you need to expose your body to those types of temperature swings in order to improve your ability and get the benefits from that. Pedro, what up, Bish? Is it true that the more gains you have, the more of the Swole variant you have? Swole variant makes all other diseases and illnesses its Bish. It's absolutely fucking true. The more gains, and if you really want to be a super spreader, you need to have a beard. A beard will do it. See, a beard helps the gains. Like if you have a beard, and of course if you have like an overgrown beard that hasn't been brushed or kept up recently, like this one, it's going to help tremendously with the gains. And then, once you have the gains, then you're going to have more of the Swole variant. So it's just really, it's a vicious cycle of sick fucking gains, which is really what's
He's on fire!
What's most important here. So very good point, and thank you for bringing that to everyone's attention. All right. Matthew, Papa Solio doesn't access. You mean excess protein? Excess protein in what context? Converts to sugar in the blood. I was told to be careful with overdoing the protein because of insulin. This might be specific to me or my diet protocol. Any thoughts? What's your diet protocol? Gluconeogenesis, your body will convert in very small quantities, like 5 or 10% of amino acids into glucose, but your body really optimally prefers ketones. But excess protein, I'm not sure if it's turned directly into triglycerides. It's going to come down to a multitude of factors. There's really no way to just say, oh, this automatically across the board, because everyone's exercise level is different. Everyone's metabolic rate is different. Your, like I said, your activity level, meaning your exercise, sleep pattern. So that's all going to affect how your body stores substrates and, processes foods. Beard Lives Matter. I actually have that shirt. I have a shirt that says Beard Lives Matter, which is true. Beard Lives Matter. Beard lives matter just like all lives do. So don't be anti-beard. Don't be a beardist. Oh, man. Nick, I can't grow a beard for shit. I'll never be a Swole variant super spreader.
That's fucking bullshit.
Matt Damon.
Sorry to hear that, Nick. You can't grow a beard. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Papa Swole, what do you suggest to avoid constipation while consuming more protein? I've never had a problem with that. I don't know what you mean. If you're having constipation issues, I would look at all other aspects of your nutrition. Maybe you have electrolyte deficiencies, you're dehydrated. I don't know what you're eating. So that's not across the board. You're eating more protein. I'm not constipated. I'm very regular. You probably might not be getting enough fats. Let's see here. Mike, Papa Swole, if your kidney doctor told you to eat only 6 ounces of protein a day, if it was you, not going to hold you responsible, would you still eat more protein than that? Well, I'm certainly not going to say something like that on a podcast. If your kidney doctor told you to do that, I will say a couple things. One, he's your kidney doctor, obviously. Number two, doctors are fallible. Just because he's a kidney doctor and just because he's your kidney doctor, he's not the only kidney doctor. So I would look into other source of content like Paul Saladino and the Fundamental Health podcast. It's fantastic if you're looking for animal-based, evidence-based, discussions and such. So there's a lot of misconceptions about grass-fed meat and, of course, demonization with red meat and other things to avoid. And a lot of issues are more concerned or more responsible for these types of outcomes than grass-fed beef and organ meats and such itself. So I'm definitely not going to tell you to go against what your kidney doctor said, but it depends on what mechanisms are really causing the problem and where the source is. So just because in itself, like it's different. So if you have a healthy person and you're saying, and even unhealthy people, and you look at proper nutrition, organ meats, grass-fed beef, those types of things, right? Wild game, all those things. Beef tallow, cutting out linoleic acid and omega-6s and getting out grains and processed dairy and those types of things. It depends on the canvas, what you're starting with. So if you're starting with a compromised system, there are contraindications where maybe a certain situation right now might not be a good idea because of the state you're currently in. If you already have a problem, it might not be ideal. It might not necessarily reverse it. It could exacerbate it because a problem already exists. So it's something I would look into. And remember, it's a doctor. You can get a second opinion. You can get a third opinion. I would not just say, oh, your doctor's a person. Seriously, he's a person. He's a dude that went to school. You probably went to school, Mike, at some point, right? Elementary school, high school. He has his own experiences. He has his own biases. He has his own data that he's looked at. He probably hasn't looked at all of it. I would get other opinions. I would look around. I'm not saying your doctor's wrong, but get other opinions. Look deeper into it because, like I always say, especially on the TikTok clips and right here on the podcast, you're responsible for your health. So your doctor is giving you advice and telling you certain things, but it doesn't mean there isn't other advice out there and there aren't better methods of approaching your situation. All right. Any other questions you could drop in the comments? Let's see if we take a couple more here. Remember, if you are interested in learning more about the 7 pillars, check out swolenormousx.com. More applause and biceps and gorillas. That's right. That's right. The 7 pillars. That's the shit right there,
and that's
baby.
The way, I like it. Casey on the Sunshine Band.
KC and the Swole fam, the 7 pillars and the Swole fam. Check out the 7 pillars. You can download your free copy. You can join the Swole fam today. swolenormousx.com. So check that out, mang. All right, we got one from Diego Legend. I'll be the judge of that. What you got, Diego? Fucking Instagram. Papa Soya, what do you say yourself when you are tired at the gym and the reps are harder than ever to not quit? You're tired. How do you fucking do it? What do you say to yourself? I fucking do it. You do it. Execute. Lift. Put on some fucking music. Whatever it is. Get it done. I don't have these things like, what do I say to myself? Just fucking do it. Another one. Another. Just do it. Just fucking do it. Do you want results or not? Then fucking do it. And if you're tired at the gym and you need more sleep, that's a whole other conversation. But if you're at the gym, fucking push it. Get it done. Just fucking get it done. I'm going to skip that one because it's stupid. CSV MPVR. Papa Soy, any tips for resisting eating shit foods on vacation? Bring your own food. Make better choices. I don't have any issue resisting shit foods. I don't want shit food because it doesn't taste good to me. It's not real food. I don't want it. If I'm on vacation, what does that mean? Are you in some tropical place, another country, and you want to try local cuisine? I would probably do that. If you have a week off from work or whatever, and you just want to eat pizza and garbage, well, there's no reason to fucking do that. You're just going to trash your body. I don't understand why people do that. They go on vacation. Oh, it's a break, so I can just destroy myself. That's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. A lot of people try to justify things because they're on vacation. What they're really trying to do is escape from a life that they fucking hate. They luckily get 1 or 2 weeks off a year. Oh my God, thank you, Daddy. I can go and do something I want. So don't look for your escape and your pleasure in food. All right. Doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy your food. I fucking enjoy the fuck out of my food. I'm eating fatty steaks. I'm eating bacon. I'm eating sweet potatoes and fruit and honey. I fucking love my food. I have no reason. Every day I'm cheating. I'm cheating. I get the same effect as someone who's cheating. Don't you want pizza? No, I don't. No, I don't. I would love a grass-fed ribeye, slather that shit in beef tallow when I cook it, and a delicious slab of butter right on top of it. That's delicious. That I like. I love it. It's delicious. Give me fucking more. I don't need to cheat. Why? I don't need to cheat from that. Why would I cheat from real fucking food that's amazing? Why? Why would I cheat? Just fucking do it. All right. Bogdy, last question here. Bogdy Moldovan. Oh, what the fuck? That was awesome. Drop those in the comments down below.
He's on fire!
This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
That was an absolute fucking blast. Man, I think I just invented time travel with that one. That just sent us all back. Wow. That was a fucking 10. A fucking 10. Goddamn 10. A goddamn 10. All right, Bogdy Moldovan. Hi, Papa. Hi, Bogdy. I am working in a pastry shop. How the fuck can I stop eating sugar? Thank you. Well, it's as simple as not eating it. Eating food. How about you get into some intermittent fasting? Maybe drink some bulletproof coffee, right? Put some MCT oil, put some grass-fed butter in your coffee, and have that in the morning. You'll be full all fucking day. And just do time-restricted eating and just eat your meals when you're not at work. There's discipline and willpower, but what do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve in this life? What are you trying to get out of this? I used to work at a coffee shop, and I used to work. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this shit? Okay. Tell you a story, a little story time with Papa. You ready? Settle down, sit down, and let Papa Swole tell you a fucking story. Somewhere after my freshman year in college, I worked at a coffee and chocolate shop. Small town. Yeah. Guess what I did? I made my own fucking food. They had tons of chocolate, homemade or like in-house chocolate truffles. Yeah, I used to like dip the truffles. I used to mix the fucking frozen Frappuccino. That stuff is disgusting. It was literally just massive pitchers of pure sugar. To make one of those like frozen cappuccino or Frappuccino machines are always going, you take 4 huge pitchers of sugar. Yeah, or you can stop working at a fucking pastry shop and get a job where you're not just surrounded by trash all the time. That's another option. But yeah, I mean, it's gross. It's gross. And I used to eat. I used to bring my own food and make it. Like, you just don't fucking do it. If you don't want to, like, well, how do I stop eating it? Then you fucking eat it. Stop putting it in your fucking mouth, you mook. Fucking Christ. Sorry, Bogdy, but you asked me a question and I'm going to tell you what I think. Stop fucking eating it. If you don't want to eat it, then don't fucking eat it. Oh, just a taste, just a little bite. It's addictive for a reason. All right. The pastry shop exists because they make money off it because people can't stop eating that shit. They're fat fucks. Fucking neck. These questions go right to my cervical fucking spine. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to some real world bullshit. That's some fucking bullshit. Want to go some real? Who wants some real bullshit? Who wants some fucking bullshit? Shall we go balls deep? Here we go, fam. You ready? Ladies, deep breath. Ooh. That's deep. Reggie? Oh, that was intense. Very nice.
Come on, man.
Blue pill Biden. Okie dokie. Well, speaking of the devil, let's get some fucking America going. USA, baby.
US and A. Greatest country in the world.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. All right. So this is some good, very important news. If you thought that there would be any kind of responsibility taken by the CCP, you'd be wrong, because as reported recently by most media outlets, Biden's long-awaited report on the origins of the vid comes to nothing. You don't fucking
That's
say.
fucking bullshit.
Oh, I guess it just kind of appeared out of thin air. Intelligent assessment. That's kind of funny. To discover if virus was released from the Wuhan is inconclusive because China did not help. Okay. Anyone shocked? Oh,
come on. Stop whining.
They did not help. Well, I wonder why they didn't help. Probably because they didn't want things to come out. Look, this is all a big fucking cover up. You know, we're never going to get this answer straight. But obviously, it is pretty obvious the exact context as to how it started. It's pretty obvious as to where it started. But was it on purpose? Was it by accident? We don't know, which is why you want to get an investigation. But, you know, you don't wait 2 years and allow people plenty of time to cover shit up. And, you know, you don't want to piss off, right? Just like John Cena in the WWE and the NFL and the NBA, everyone's just bending over like, oh, we still want to make money. We still want to make money. We still want to make money. We don't want to hurt. We don't want to offend anyone. We don't want to offend anyone. Big fucking surprise. Anyone shocked? Absolutely fucking no one. No one. No one. Absolutely fucking no one. Let's take so we can't call it the Kung Flu anymore. I think you can. I think look, is that frowned upon? Because that's funny as fuck. I've always loved it. I think it's awesome. It's great. It's great. If you don't laugh your ass off, by the phrase Kung Flu, then you have a terrible sense of humor. Like, that is as funny as it fucking gets. Like, seriously. You know, Miyagi-say, funny Kung Flu. It's very funny. It really is.
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
You woke up. Put your flip-flops on, doctor. It's time to go for a walk. Let's take a shit post. We'll get back into some more news, but... Oh, silly goose. Silly goose. All right. This one's from Robert L. Reese, PhD. So this is from Fuzzy Slippers, PHU, Fuzzy Slippers. All right. So there's a PhD after his name, which means he must know what he's talking about. So let's see what we got here from, was this today? 2 days ago? It's the 23rd. All right. It's 25th day. Since obesity is trending, I want to remind you that the obesity epidemic isn't real. Wait, what? What?
What the fuck is that?
Number one, body size. You're a PhD. So remember, you're not like a practicing physician. I mean, this is someone who's just, you have a degree in, I have ideas and I do research and I think and I ponder. Like, you paid for these fucking 3 letters after your name. Doesn't mean you have any actual intelligence. It really doesn't. All right. I have to read what the fuck this means. Number one, body size doesn't correlate with morbidity for the vast majority of people. This is what happens when you hand out Cracker Jack degrees.
You went full retard, man.
As full as it gets. What the hell? Body size doesn't correlate with morbidity? I disagree. Trying to pay off those student loans there, huh, fam? Number two, many of the health conditions associated with body size are more related to discrimination than physiology. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Yeah, many of the health, I don't hate anyone based on their skin color, by the way, unlike some radical opposite of, the authoritarians. Yeah. The wokesters. I don't discriminate based on skin color, unlike the wokesters who are racists. So many of the health conditions associated with with body size are more related to discrimination than physiology. No, what? Discrimination? Sure. So discrimination, again, this goes back to the post. Oh, this goes back to the post here. Where is it? Yeah, this is one of the videos that's on the Swole channel. What actually affects your body weight? It's the stigma. No, it's not. It's your inability to stop eating garbage foods. What do you mean it's a stigma? It's not the stigma at all. It's because you won't put down the Krispy Kremes. It's because you won't exercise. It's because you won't get rid of vegetable oils. It's because you won't stop eating processed carbs. It's because you're not getting enough sleep. It's because you're not lifting weights. It's because you're not meditating. You're not drinking enough water. You're not getting your electrolytes. You're not eating your organ meats. It's because of all those fucking things. Your lifestyle habits, not enough sunlight. Get off the internet. It's screwing with your fucking brain in combination with your plant-based trash. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He's on fire! I am literally...
Boom shakalaka!
I'm just draining threes today. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, it's a discrimination. It's not the fact that you weigh 450 fucking pounds. Yeah, feelings don't cause diabetes. Stupid fucks. Oh, God. Let's get into another article because this is just a whole fucking swarm of stupidity. All right, let's drop some dookie in the comments. Ready for another one? You ready for another one? Are you ready for another one? Come on, fam. Who wants another shit post?
What's in the box?
These are God, this fucking podcast. Daily Swole. Daily Swole. Sick fucking gains. This is what happens when you go balls deep and you don't even... This is what happens when you go balls deep without lube. All right? You say, look, what's over there? Whoop. I feel like you just skipped to the balls deep section. It's going to cause some irritation. All right. We're balls deep. What we got here? We got some more. Hey, let me preface this a little bit, actually. We talked about this a little bit on the Telegram chat. So if you've been following the pages, and most of you do, on the Papa Swolio TikTok, I posted the Arnold meme, and I posted on Instagram. And Instagram, God, people are so they're such pussies, so sensitive. And it seems like everyone in the comments, I want to clarify this. We talked about it a little bit in the Telegram chat. People in the comments act like freedom. Okay. People in the comments act like when you say you're pro-freedom and individual freedom, that you're against responsibility. And that's the stupidest fucking thing that I've ever heard. And that's even scarier because it just shows how stupid people are and how ignorant people are in this country, in this world. So if you're pro-freedom, it doesn't mean you don't believe in responsibility. It doesn't mean you don't care about other people. It means you understand what freedom is. Being pro-freedom means you're anti-authoritarian. And let me be very, very fucking clear for anyone who has too much earwax buildup, or maybe a non-functioning brain, or a Forrest Gump level IQ. I am not anti-vax. I am not anti-mask. I'm anti-stupidity. I'm anti-mandate. You should not be forced to do anything you don't want to do. And everyone's trying to create straw man arguments like, whoa, that means you wouldn't stop at a stop sign? No, you moron. That doesn't mean that. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything about not stopping at a red fucking light? What does that have to do with it? Most people don't understand what freedom means. And with freedom does come great responsibility to protect those freedoms if you want them. And most people don't have any context as to what this actually means. You cannot make compromises for those types of individual freedoms because they're never coming back. They're never coming back. If you give up any of your freedoms, and we've seen this throughout history and throughout recent history as well, you will never get those freedoms back. You will not get them back. And why do you think all these other countries are having authoritarian lockdowns? It's because their citizens aren't armed. The government can push people around and do whatever the fuck they want because citizens aren't armed. They're not afraid of their citizens because what are they going to do? Slap them? They're going to bring in a fucking tank and say, do something. And that's why the Second Amendment is so important in this country. I have vaccines. I had vaccines from when I was little. Okay. I also am extremely healthy and I'm a grown ass man. I can make my own decisions. That doesn't put anyone else at risk. If you want to get the vaccine, then get the vaccine. Notice how people that get the vaccine are trying to use that as leverage to try to control what other people say and do, as if it makes it okay for them to push these things on you because they're afraid and they're virtue signaling. And they want to tell all their friends, look at how good I am for the greater good. More atrocities throughout human history. I don't think any more atrocities have ever happened. You know, I mean, the most egregious atrocities always occur when it's for the greater good. All right. That's the number one way these corrupt authoritarians take power. So if you get the shot, people that are vaccinated are usually trying to pressure everyone else to get it. Either they regret getting it themselves, or they just want you to do it so they feel better about themselves. And most people, it feels good to try to control what other people do. If it gives them a sense of control and power in this world where they just feel completely lost. They hate their job. They hate their life. They don't feel good. They feel sick. They were bullied as a child, whatever the fuck it is. And they're grown up like, words are violent, and they grow up, in these safe spaces and shit. And they're trying to control you because they're scared and because they want to control you because they fucking hate their own lives, whatever it is. Okay. Notice how people that don't or opt for not getting the vaccine, most people, the vast majority of people that are choosing to not get the vaccine are not anti-vaxxers. They're just not interested in taking an experimental drug. Not yet. Maybe some of them will in 5 or 10 years. Maybe I would in 5 or 10 years. Maybe. But I certainly don't need to. And that's my choice. And I have every right to not. You have every right to do that. So people that are choosing not to get the shot, they don't care if you want to. No one's saying like you can't. You see the difference? Most people that aren't, they're like, I don't get, like for me, I always say, I don't care. If you get it, if you make the decision that's right for you and your family, talk to your doctor, all that stuff. Okay, fine. You know how I feel about doctors and stuff, but again, it's your decision. It's something I have to say because it's the right thing to say, and it keeps the podcasts safer on these platforms. But yeah, you make the right decision for you and your family. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Okay? Not a problem. Again, you want to wear a mask? Totally fine. I don't care. It doesn't mean I have to. It doesn't mean I have to. If I want to, I will. If I don't want to, I won't. If I go to a store or a place and it says you must absolutely, maybe it's because the owner has compromised health and they're afraid. Okay, if I want to go in there, then I put it on. It really isn't that big of a deal. I'm not going to be like, no, I refuse to. If they're like obsessive about it, I'll be like, oh, all right, either I won't go in there or I'll, I don't know, go to my car or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So people tend to jump to conclusions. Oh, he made a funny meme about Arnold, which is fucking funny. And they extrapolate all these other fucking things in the comments. Like, get the hell out of here. Stop putting words into my mouth. These are just stupid people. They want to make themselves feel safer and feel better and feel righteous. Who can blame them? They live empty lives that are dead end. They're not fulfilled. They're not doing things they enjoy. They're constantly scared by the media. They go to college and they get degrees that are worthless, and they have tons and tons of debt because the fiat system and the government's just a fucking sham. They're eating garbage food. They have garbage money. They're losing value every fucking day. They can't buy a house. They can't store their wealth anywhere. Bitcoin. Because everything's inflated and you're not close to the money spigot. So these major corporations are getting richer. You're getting poorer, and you're blah, 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 blah. All the same shit, right? It's all connected. So in other words, you do what's right for you. But if you do not see what's going on, if you don't see what's going on, if you think that there should be any compromise with individual freedoms, you're part of the problem. If you don't want to be free, then move to another country. Go to Canada, go to Australia, go to New Zealand, go to Europe. People need to understand that this is the only country that you actually have the freedoms that you have. The United States is the only country. You want to go to Russia instead? Okay. You want to go to China? Oh, you don't like it so much here? Then go to China. Go to another country and see how it is. It's just the ego. And people say in the comments, oh, I have an ego. And it's like, these are fools. The ego to tell someone else what they should do. The ego to tell someone else what they should do with their body. Okay? My entire life, I take care of my health every fucking day. I watch what I eat. I eat quality foods, right? My food is very important. My water quality is very important. I use glass. I use stainless steel. I get plenty of sun. I exercise. I practice mobility. I sauna. I cold plunge. I do all these things. And you think that I'm just going to just put this shit in my fucking body when I don't have to? I probably have antibodies. Mama Swole had it. I was living with her. We're in, before we moved to the house, we're in the apartment, slept in the same bed, totally fine. I worked out every fucking day. I didn't feel a damn thing. She lost her sense of smell for 2 days. Totally fine. I got extra sun. I ate extra beef liver. Totally cool. Not a problem. Okay? You want to protect yourself and you think that's the best way. You want to stay at home. You want to mask up. You want to get every shot known to man. Then fucking do it. Then you're safe, right? You're protected, right? Nothing's bad. Nothing bad's going to happen to you anymore, right? This is what I'm saying. No matter what you believe, a shot's not going to take away your diabetes. A shot's not going to change your habits. A shot's not going to help you get more sunlight and vitamin D. A shot's not going to improve your nutrition. A shot's not going to help you build more muscle. A shot's not going to help your bone density. A shot's not going to improve your mobility and flexibility. What the fuck are we actually talking about here? And if you think this is about health, you're absolutely incorrect. Tell me where the health actually is. Someone in the comments, tell me what is going on with all this shit that is actually about health. Who is talking about health besides us? You have other podcasts. I'm saying people are talking about taking care of your health. But you're talking about from the mainstream media. Who's talking about health? Anyone? Anyone? Yeah, my body, my choice. Yeah, fuck that. They're trying to eradicate women, right? They're trying to make it harder for women to get access to their own fucking bathrooms and compete fairly against other women. Yeah, we know where that's going. Where's the health? Where's the health? Where? Where's the health? Where's the actual fucking health? If it was about health, you would hear talk about nutrition. It wouldn't be about bribing you with fries and cheeseburgers and Krispy Kreme donuts and beer and blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't have to bribe you to take it. They want their boosters, they want their shots on a subscription service. That's what they want. It's endless fucking cashing of the goddamn check. And whether or not this was actually FDA approved or that's official or whatnot, there isn't even a head of the FDA right now. Unless I'm mistaken, at least like a week or two ago, there wasn't even a head of the FDA. Wonder how this shit got pushed through. Interesting. It's all about the money. Follow the money. Where's the money? Now you can push. They don't have to mandate it nationally. They can just pressure companies into mandating it. And now you're seeing it. So it's going to fracture the city, fracture the states, fracture the local areas. That's what they're trying to do. You can take more power if people are not organized. I think many, many more people than the mainstream realizes are sick of this bullshit. And I really hope people rise up in the upcoming elections and vote properly this time. And it's about freedom. It's all about freedom. It's about this fucking country surviving the storm. And what's the most frightening thing is people's willingness to sacrifice their individual freedoms. You're not getting that back. You're not getting that back. And notice how all the language for air travel, they've proposed legislation to require fully vaccinated people only for domestic air travel. You want to fly on a plane? You're going to have to get a shot. And fully vaccinated, you know what that means? Fully vaccinated means you're going to have to get every fucking shot from now until eternity. Otherwise, you're not fully vaccinated. Nothing's better than natural immunity, but hey, we didn't want to wait for that, right? We want to actually, you're not hearing anyone talk about herd immunity anymore, aren't you? Who's talking about herd immunity? No one. It's all about 100% vaccination. It doesn't freak anyone out. Doesn't freak anyone the fuck out. I know several people that have been double vaccinated, whatever the fuck that means, and still got COVID and had problems with it. Yeah, because it doesn't stop it from, it's a fucking virus. It doesn't stop it from getting into your body. Oh, it's supposed to help with the symptoms. Take care of your fucking health. Take care of your health now. Should be talking about vitamin D. Should be talking about organ meats and getting in your fucking nutrients. Should be talking about exercise and proper sleep. That will help you much, 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 much more in so many cases. Again, These fucking shots. There's no quick fix to fixing health. It's not going to stop your diabetes. It's not going to stop your metabolic issues just because you got some fucking gene therapy. It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. You have to think for yourself. There's never a reason that will justify giving up freedoms. And this does not mean you don't take responsibility. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you don't love people. But you do not sacrifice individual freedoms. I'm anti-mandate. No one should be made and forced to do anything. It does not go down a good road. And anyone that says otherwise, I don't want to say they are the enemy because we're all in this together, but they're the ones that are completely brainwashed. They're out of their fucking mind. Out of their fucking mind. Anti-mandate. Most people can't tease out the difference. And they think pro-freedom is anti-responsibility. And that's not even the same fucking argument. Not even the same fucking argument. It's not a pandemic of the unvaccinated. That's insane. That's insane. Right? The left was all hating on these vaccines when Trump was in office, and all of a sudden they get in office. Oh, they're great. Get them. It's the same fucking experimental drug. Nothing changed. I don't care who was in office. I wasn't going to go after that shit. It's all political bullshit. Think for yourself. Do you have that short of a fucking memory? This is Orwellian. This is but people are memory holding themselves. There's so much fucking noise. There's so much distraction. People are forgetting what happened fucking like a year ago, 6 months ago. So disgusting. No, that's across the fucking board, Matt. It's across the board. Matt says, I don't think many people actually know what healthy is. I keep hearing stories about perfectly healthy people having serious complications with COVID. When I see a picture, it's obvious they are overweight and unhealthy. It's sad, really. Matt, across the board, all these people that you see always in the hospital holding up a sign saying, get the shot. The guy's 77 fucking years old and looks unhealthy as shit. Not to mention people die, by the way. Unfortunately, but my grandparents died. My stepfather died. People die. Mama Solio's grandfather died. People fucking die. They tend to die when they get older. A lot of elderly people die from pneumonia. They get the flu and they fucking die. Like, yeah. Lisa, can we go back to talking fitness? I will talk about whatever the fuck I want. I love you, Lisa, but you don't have to stay. You don't have to listen. We'll talk about whatever we want. This is very important. So always we'll talk about whatever I want, whenever I fucking want. And I'm not saying this, I'm not frustrated at you, but I will talk about whatever I fucking want. We talked about fitness for an hour. And we got more. We'll talk more about fat people. We got some coming up, but we also got more of this shit. So don't forget what this podcast is all about. This is my fucking train. My fucking train. Don't anyone get this fucking twisted. Anyone that's listening to this or watching this that thinks or says, I love it in the comments too. You ready for this? Stay in my lane. Oh, I built the fucking highway. I'll say whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, on any platform that I fucking want. And if you don't like it, seriously, you can pause, you can fast forward, you can rewind. I really appreciate all of your attention, but that doesn't supersede me doing what I want to do. So let's get into another post, and then we got a couple more stories that need to get discussed. So let's get into this one. Ready? Here we go. Gain fucking strength. All right. Excuse me. All right. Quick question to anyone who still thinks it's important to lose weight for health reasons. 95% of intentional weight loss attempts fail to keep the weight off for 2 years. The same old shit. Blah, 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 fucking blah. 95. If you do it wrong, again, well, I'll keep on shitting. I will keep on shitting. I will keep on shitting on the 95% bullshit for all eternity. Okay? 95%. If you do it wrong, yeah, you're not gonna be successful. So it doesn't mean that diets don't work. It means your shitty choice of calorie restriction, not exercising, not doing the 7 pillars, it's not gonna fucking work. And over half of people who try to end up gaining back more than they started with, blah, blah, blah. If we had a cure for cancer that was only 5% effective and over half of people who tried it got worse, would you stick to your point of view that, quote, you have to try in the name of health? No one knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Bullshit.
No one knows what the fuck you're talking about.
What's your name, fat body?
No one fucking knows. And just to follow up with all of this stuff, there's nothing more. We're talking about health. This is the Daily Swole podcast. This is the Daily Swole podcast. We talk about the 7 pillars every day. So anywhere you're listening to this stuff about vaccines, about all this stuff, if you think this isn't exactly what this show is about, it's about health. And understand, if you take care of your fucking health, most of this shit that you're hearing about, that the fear mongering, you're not going to be a victim to it. This is about not being a victim. This is about actually taking responsibility for your own fucking health and not just listening and doing as you're told like a good fucking bitch. I can't say that strongly enough. This is the most important shit that we can talk about. You're not hearing this in many places because too many people have to suck someone else's dick for a paycheck. Now, I'm not saying that's not honorable. Many people have jobs. A lot of you have jobs, and it's very important. And you provide value to your family and to other people. And it's necessary for everyone to create value in this society. We're all a part of this. But you got to take personal responsibility. If you think that someone else is going to tell you what to fucking do, and you're not prepared to take this all the way to the fucking end, trust me, this is going to get a lot darker. I love you, Lisa. I know you're here. Let's give a round of applause for Lisa. I know. Understand that this is fitness. This is survival to fitness. Yeah, this is survival of the fittest. This is fitness. What is fitness? Is fitness just doing a bicep curl? Doing a lateral raise? We got all that in Swolenormous X, right? We got all that. You want to know how to do a squat? We got that. You want to do some yoga? We fucking got that in Swolenormous X. But most people in this country have never dealt with any of these issues because we've been living through this fucking powder puff, like fluffy donut, time period in our society. We've all had a great fucking ride. It's been super easy. I know we had September 11th in the United States, but super fucking easy. Most people's lives in this country have been super fucking easy. Why do you think we're creating these problems artificially? Get back on your heels. Okay? You ever hear the phrase? Remember this from Pumping Iron too. I know Arnold Pumping Iron, but think about it. Remember the part where it's the wolf climbing the hill, like the wolf at the top of the hill is not as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. And Arnold says, that's true. He's not as hungry, but he wants the food. It's true. But the person and the wolf that's climbing the hill is always hungry when you're at the top of the heap, as the United States has been for the past 60 fucking years. You forget what it's like to be hungry. You forget what it's like to fight for something. We didn't have a World War II. All right? My grandfather was in World War II. A lot of your grandparents were in World War II and World War I. You want to listen to some real shit? Go check out Hardcore History and listen to Blueprint for Armageddon, 6-part series on World War I. It's going to blow your fucking nips off, and you're never going to think you had a hard day again in your life. People that built this country and that still build this country, people that built this country for the last couple hundred years. It's a new country. It really is. They died for this. A lot of your relatives have died for this. A lot of your friends maybe in Afghanistan with all that shit show going on right now have died for this. Maybe what they were doing over there wasn't directly protecting this, and it was for other interests, via the military industrial complex, but with the principle in mind. People join the military and serve because of protecting freedoms. Most of us go through our lives and we've never had an opportunity or a need to protect those freedoms. Now is that time. Now is that time. And this is not shit for the greater fucking good. This is not for that God. Look up that fucking term and check out how many communist regimes use that term for the greater good. That's a scary fucking term. It sounds good, right? It sounds nice. Sounds virtuous. Sounds like you're really doing something. But what are you really doing? Where's the shit actually flowing? Where's the power going? What's actually happening? You're eroding your freedoms. You're eroding your rights. And if you give those up, you will not get them back. Every government in history has proven that. If you give them up, you're not going to get them back. 15 weeks to slow the spread. Look at where we're fucking at right now. This is not going to go away. You need to prepare yourselves. You need to take care of yourself. Food, shelter, security, all those things. You need to be sovereign. You need to be able to handle your shit alone. You can't assume that everything is going to be fully functional moving forward. And it doesn't mean that next month, all of a sudden, oh my God, doomsday. But it doesn't mean it won't. And I think what's really important to understand is, and again, I haven't lived in a war-torn country. A lot of you and a lot of people from other countries have, come here because of that. But when things go bad, they go bad fast. Gradually, then suddenly. I mean, all these issues with mask mandates and stuff in schools, all you need is one parent somewhere. They're fighting and they're arguing like, you're not going to tell my kid what to do, blah, blah. And just someone pulls a gun, and then all of a sudden you have riots and you have this and shit just breaks down. It can happen really fast. You saw it last summer, just water under the bridge, ignore it. Oh, it didn't happen. Yeah, cops just let riots go down. $2 billion worth of damage. People just let the cops just let shit happen. And if you weren't ready to defend yourself or you weren't prepared, you get caught in the crossfire, literally or figuratively, get your businesses burned down. If you're not prepared, you're going to get run over. So the reason why this is so important, the reason why we're talking about it a lot, because it is very important. And you need to be aware of this. And I've done so much consumption of history and so much content based on what's happening now. And I wouldn't even say the writing's on the fucking wall. Like, it's in your face. It's not even hidden. And I'm not saying this is going to be on your doorstep, but if you do nothing and say nothing, that's what's coming. And it's going to impact you. It's going to impact your ability to buy food. It's going to impact the value of your money. It's going to impact your ability to travel. It's going to impact your ability to all these things. Most people don't realize what can fucking happen. Just because, a gallon of milk or just because a pound of beef isn't going to be, maybe it's not going to be $50, but maybe it also won't be on the shelf. So even if it is $5.99, are you going to be able to get it? Are you going to be able to buy your food? Because states are going to, or the government is going to require vaccinations for interstate travel, and the truckers are going to go on strike. And then you're not going to be having any deliveries. Or there's going to be a trucker shortage, which there already is. Have you noticed that a lot of your deliveries are either not getting delivered, or there's issues, or it's delayed, or it's, moved a couple days, or the order is lost, or blah, blah, blah. It's happening more and more frequently. I've noticed it with UPS, with FedEx. A lot of things are getting delivered incorrectly or delayed or canceled. And yeah, a lot of workers are quitting because they can make more money sitting on their ass, or the risk is just too high, or companies are forcing mandates and people are standing up for themselves. But again, that means that you might not have food on your shelf in the supermarket. So it's important. Okay. This is not left or right. This is a freedom thing. This is everyone. You're an American. You're not an African American. You're fucking an American. You're not Puerto Rican American or Latino American. You're a fucking American. Like, I'm tired of these goddamn fucking hyphens. If you're born here, you're a goddamn American. We all have a heritage from somewhere else. Who cares? Seriously, you have to think Think about it. Think of how that divides people. So again, this is not about health. It's about control. And again, there was a recent look. It's all about control, and they're trying to ban guns. They've been wanting to ban guns, and the guns are what keeps the government at bay. They recently banned Russian ammo imports. I don't know when that takes place, but I believe like 30 or so % of all ammo comes from Russia. So ammo prices are going up. Hey, if you can't ban the guns, guess what you ban? You ban the ammunition. It's just every kind of chip, every kind of fucking thing. And when they launch these bills that are 2,700 fucking pages, you know how much garbage is slipped in through that shit? Even the politicians don't have time to read that shit. And no one can understand the language enough to understand it and the time to fucking read it. It's nonsense. It's all a fucking scam. Where's this money going? Why are we sending money overseas? Why are we exporting all of our products? Why don't we make it here? Why don't we give jobs to people here? Why are we allowing every fucking immigrant known to mankind come across the border and sacrificing American jobs? I don't care. I want people to have a better life, but you come through legally and properly, and we need to allow American citizens to build this country back up. It's not being racist. It's being logical. It's being logical. It's making sure that we have a fucking, it's the same thing as pillar number 4, recovery. Okay. Someone tell me what that icon, what that little image in the 7 pillars. A lot of you have, read it, of course. What does it say in the pillar number 4 section? Someone tell me. What's that image? What does it say in that image? I'll tell you, but you can drop in the comments below. You can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, it's the same concept as putting on your oxygen mask first. So, when you're on a plane, you secure your oxygen mask first before you help others. Right. We need to have a fully functioning, solid, successful country so we can allow people to immigrate to America and improve their lives. We need to have a strong fucking country with a strong infrastructure. Like, this is very important. How can we be that beacon of freedom for the rest of the world if our country is falling a fucking apart? It's not complicated. I mean, I guess it is complicated, but it's very simple, right? But it takes individuals that aren't afraid to fucking speak up for those individual freedoms. And if the vast majority don't want those freedoms, fuck, I wish they would leave and go somewhere else so we can keep ours. But that's what's fracturing this country, is this delusion that being pro-freedom and individual choice and anti-mandate is racist, is anti-vax, is anti-mask, is a bad person, is a fucking race, a genocidal maniac. It's insane. Was it Covernati? Yeah, they're changing the name. Did you guys see that? It was like Comirnaty, right? Was it Comirnaty? I think Pfizer changed the name of their vaccine to Comirnaty. I'm like, are they doing that because it sounds like community? I don't know what the fuck that was. I saw that in an article and it blew my fucking mind. They're changing the name of the vaccine. It was like Comirnaty. Comirnaty. Could someone confirm that? I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure that's what it said. And I'm like, is that just supposed to be some kind of like brain fuck that makes it sound like community? Comirnaty? It's something fucking, it was fucking weird. I'm like, what? I don't know what that name means aside from sounding really close to community. Comirnaty. Like, what the fuck? Is that not the creepiest shit? It's like one of those, it's like the Mandela effect, right? Shazam, Kazam, right? That whole, right? You remember like that, one of those things where people thought that Mandela died in prison when he really didn't. And like people seriously remember that, or that Sinbad was in a movie called Shazam and what he wasn't, but everyone thinks he was. Yeah. You say that and people just assume it's, yeah. Crazy. All right, we got a bunch of other posts, but I mean, I'm kind of hot, I'm kind of heated, and we got some other things. Let's do one of these other posts. We got a couple other articles too, so let's check this out. All right, here we go. Drum roll. We got a couple more. Beast of an episode today. We got a 5-part post here. Let's start with number 1. These are numbered 1 through 5. Number 1. Whenever I used to see people's weight loss progress pictures, I'd feel a bit envious. Oh, some honesty finally. I feel like I too should lose some weight and I'd be jealous that they are losing weight. But now I feel sad. I feel sad they are objectifying themselves in this way. Oh, you fucking pussy. You see how you change the language? No, you're just jealous and you're trying to justify the fact that it's their fault. And oh, they're just a pathetic person that's showing off their successful body. You're still envious. You're just being a victim and a bitch about it. Number 2, when we share photos of our bodies while focusing on and mentioning things like weight loss, we are treating our bodies as ornaments to be viewed and enjoyed, as opposed to what people normally do online, showing their tits, showing their ass, guys flexing topless. Like, people like to look at other people. Like, this is stupid. We are saying, look, I'm improving the sight of my body for your viewing pleasure. They're proud of themselves, and because they take care of their bodies, it looks better and more attractive because human beings as creatures are attracted to health, not morbid obesity. You're not attracted to death. So I'm not attracted to a fat person because just on an evolutionary level, that's not a safe person to mate with because they are not healthy. Why would you want to be with someone that looks like they're going to fucking die at any moment? Number 3, if you're reading this and thinking, quote, no, I'm getting healthier and I'm proud, so I want to show everyone, weight does not equal health, my friend. This is true, but they're leveraging this because they are insane. You can't physically see health. I disagree. In many cases, you can absolutely see that someone is taking great care of their health. Now, of course, you can't have X-ray vision. You're not fucking Superman, but that doesn't mean that you can't infer someone is disgustingly unhealthy if they're 500 pounds and stuffing a Big Mac in their mouth. If it's truly about health, then show us pictures of your improved lab tests, blood pressure, etc. Yes. Just understand that absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence. So just because someone doesn't show you their fucking lab test so you could feel better about your fat ass doesn't mean they're not healthy, you stupid cunt. Number 4, the other big issue with sharing weight loss progress photos publicly is that 95% of the time you'll end up gaining weight back. Boo fucking, we just did this shit. The shame in weight gain is a lot greater when you know that you made everyone made sure everyone noticed you had lost weight in the first place. 1, you should stop caring what other people fucking think. And some personal shame is definitely beneficial because you realize you fucked up. You fucked up. So have some shame. Okay, you have some shame. That sounds like you just don't know how to handle a loss. Pick yourself back up, stop being a pussy, and get back on the gain train and do it right this time. If you build a square wheel, it's not going to roll well. Just because you fucked up the wheel doesn't mean wheels don't work. It just means you are a moron. Just a reminder that you are, number 5, just a reminder that you are so much more than your body. Your weight defines nothing about you. Yeah, nothing, just your fucking health. All right, round of applause for that one. So that's a justification to be a fat fuck. You're so much more than your body. What does that have to do with you being unhealthy? It doesn't change the fact that you have diabetes. So not sure where you're going with that. Not sure where you're going with that.
You're insane, gold member.
All right. Now, if you weren't already fully like, what the fuck is going on in this country, we got a couple more headlines and stuff and topics. So if you don't think these mandates are going to be shoved down your fucking throat, here's another little snippet. We can get the whole gist from the headline. Goldman Sachs mandates. That fucking word. That's the word. Okay? That's the word. Fam, the word. Look up the word mandate. Someone right now, go and Google the word mandate and write the definition in the comments. So you want the definition of the word mandate. Okay. That means required. That means you must inject this into your body, whether you want to or not. And again, I don't give a shit if it works 100%. You have a choice. What happened to my body, my choice? Oh, except for this. Fuck you. Again, I don't care if you do it. I don't care. I'm not telling you not to either. Do it if you want. But fuck you for trying to tell people what to do. That's scary because where does it go from there? If you concede and they tell you to do this, what's next? What's the next thing? Put this fucking chip in your arm too while you're at it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the authoritarian government that we have is trying to encourage companies to force this. And this is what happens when you have quote unquote FDA approval. It's because it's going to leverage and give these companies and give these authoritarians more leash to demand these things of you, okay? They're trying to eliminate excuses, quote unquote. When you just say, hey, I want my personal freedom. It's my fucking choice. I don't care if it works or not. I just make this choice because I have my antibodies. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm fine. I'm fine taking that risk. Notice they don't stop you from drinking. They don't stop you from smoking. They don't stop you from skydiving. They don't stop you in Florida. You can ride a motorcycle without a helmet. They don't stop you from, I don't know, wrestling fucking alligators. They don't stop you from swimming in the ocean where there are fucking sharks. They don't stop you from, I don't know, there's jellyfish in there too and shit. There's Cubans in Miami. Fucking run and hide. I'm just kidding. All of my friends are Cubans. What up, Cuba? Hey, I'm going to have a stogie later too for you. What else we got here? What else can you do that assumes a level of risk? I don't know, walking down the street, you could trip and smash your head on the corner of the sidewalk and bleed out and hemorrhage. You could. They allow people to have large animals called dogs that can attack people and can kill people. They allow people to go camping in the woods where there are fucking bears. Yeah, and wolves and shit. Yeah. So there's a lot of risk. It's the assumption of risk. You're allowed to have risk because with risk comes reward. Skydiving. Okay, it could be safe if you do it properly, sure, but it's very risky. I don't care if you have a parachute. You're jumping out of a fucking plane. You're not a bird. If that parachute doesn't open or they both don't open, you're fucked. But it's exciting and it's a unique experience. So, whoa. Like, my God, you could choke. They don't stop you from eating food. You could choke on water. You can choke on a fucking, I don't know. They don't stop you from eating fast food, which objectively kills people. They push it on you. They actually incentivize you to fucking have it. It's all risk. It's all fucking risk. All right. And if you want to, let's follow this up. You want to know the stupidest fucking thing. How many of you live in the Northwest United States? How many of you live in Oregon? Anyone that lives in Oregon here? Anyone live in Oregon? Yeah, if you fart, you run the risk of shitting your pants. That's a fucking risk, fam. Trust me. Everyone's been there. You have one of those? You have one of those wet, sloppy ones? There's a risk of shitting your fucking pants. Drop the hashtag Swole Privilege, by the way, for a chance to win today's Swole card. By the way. Yeah. Okay. How many of you live in Oregon? Anyone live in Oregon? Northwest? I mean, I know some of you might live in Washington State, but Oregon specifically, anyone? It's all right. Bueller. If you do, it just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. There's complete ignoring the data, the facts. Just what's the most insane thing that you can possibly do? Masks are back. Oregon becomes the first state in the United States to reimpose outdoor mask mandates regardless of your vaccination status. What?
Matt Damon.
In the actual fuck?
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
What in the actual fuck?
You lose.
Can someone tell me what in the actual fuck is going on? Someone tell me how this makes sense. Someone tell me how this makes sense. If you could make every decision possible to make the opposite of sense, this is what you would do. Like, how stupid of a decision can I make? All right, I'll do that. What makes the least sense? Let me do that. Like, I feel like this took a lot of time. Like, how dumb of a decision can we make? How stupid can I seem? Like, I need help. Outdoor mask mandates, drum roll, regardless of vaccination status. So get all your fucking vaxxes, get your 5 fucking shots or whatever it is. And then when you're outside in the goddamn sun, wear your fucking mask. And it's insane. That is insane. Who are gathering outside where physical distancing isn't possible. It doesn't matter. It's not spread outside. We fucking know that objectively. It's never happened. I don't think there's any instance where it spreads outside. It does not apply to the homeless. Oh, because they don't get sick. Homeless people, yeah, round of applause. Homeless people they're not people. Doesn't apply to homeless people because they're not people. We just let them, they're just things, right? They're less than people, right? They're just the homeless, like fucking pigeons. In these fucking liberal states, they just allow just people, just fucking, yeah, whatever. It doesn't apply to the homeless, people engaged in competitive sports, and those delivering an outdoor speech or performance. What's the difference? These insane rules have no logic behind them. It also does not apply for gatherings outside a private home, although masks are strongly encouraged. I'm sure they are. Blah, blah, blah. Anything else? Anyone over the age of 5, so put your 6-year-olds in a fucking mask outside if they're around other people. I don't know. Insane. Like, if you think, like, this is the real virus, it's the ignorance is the real virus. And again, you need to make those decisions right for you. You truly do. But do not sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. This is not a drill. This is not a joke. If you know your history, how do you think things start? Again, any freedoms, any personal freedoms that you give up to the government, it is never, and they are never coming back. Ever. Ever. Your responsibility for freedom is to defend freedom. And understand that this is not just for you. This is for your fucking children. This is for your children's children. So stop being a selfish fucking cunt and look at what's actually happening. Step the fuck up. You cannot be afraid to speak. Shit's going to go downhill or continue to go downhill because people are not speaking up, because they're afraid, because they don't want conflict, because they're afraid of people in their Instagram comments that disagree. Fuck all those twats. Most people are fucking fat and dumb and happy about it. Ignorant as fuck. Most people don't have an individual thought in their brain, a unique fucking thought. So I'm going to give a shit about what someone's opinion is on an Instagram post, on a TikTok video. I don't give a fuck what their opinion is. They're welcome to have it. That's the beauty of freedom. Oh, you're able to disagree. That's great. Excellent. Go ahead and make content on your own. You disagree with my video? You don't like my video? Fine. Great. Again, freedom is an amazing thing. You can do those things until you can't say something, or you say a certain thing and you get banned from YouTube, or you get flagged on TikTok, or you get removed from Instagram. Yeah, that's what fucking happens. You might not be sent to the gulag right away, but you're sent to the digital gulag, which is essentially erasing people from society, interaction with other human beings. That's how we interact. And that's the problem with these private companies controlling these platforms. You're not allowed to say certain things. Why? Who's in charge of what I say or what anyone says? Who has the right to say that my speech or someone else's speech is better than another person's speech? Free speech should mean there is no hate speech, because anything apparently on TikTok is considered hate speech. I speak facts and then I get flagged for hate speech or harassment. No, it's not. It's an opinion. These are words. It's not harassing anyone and it's not hate speech. Free speech should mean whatever the fuck you want to say, you can say. Otherwise, you have someone dictating and defining what that is, what hate speech is, what harassment is. They're words. If you can't handle hearing words that you don't like, this is not the society for you. It's as simple as that. You're welcome here, but you can't be a huge pussy. You really fucking can't. These are words. You have to be able to handle that a little bit. If you don't have that much of a fucking backbone, I don't really know there's anything that we can do to help you. All right, fam. Tomorrow's episode is going to be absolutely lit as well. So I'm just fucking...
Boom, she's on fire!
America, baby. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. What is the best move to silence a woman?
What is the best move to silence a woman?
What is the best move to silence a woman? Well, there's a lot of dumbasses of all peniles and vaginals out there. Let's see here. My goodness. Yeah, we had a fucking amazing Swole fan post. I am super stoked about that. I agree. Yes, I agree. Booger Bubble. That's exactly. How do you fucking remember the exact name? How do you know? How does Booger Bubble always seems to know who like gets a Swole card? God, fucking goddamn right. Fam, today's Swole card. Did you miss the beginning of this mancast? Did you miss the beginning of this mancast? If you did, if you missed the beginning of this mancast,
Go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself. What are you doing? Check this fucking out. L is the winner of today's fucking Swole card. Hands goddamn down. You missed this. So L passed her, what was it, her fire department test with flying colors. She did better than she thought she could. She executed that ladder carry that sounds really challenging at her height as well. Super fucking stoked. The best hashtags as well, Swole Fam and 7 Pillars. And L absolutely crushed it. So I am fucking absolutely stoked, and Booger Bubble nailed it on the head. So congratulations, L, for winning today's Swole card. Round of applause. Oh, and a fucking burp to cut it off. Yeah, baby.
I arrive in America's
awesome.
airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. I'm blowing out people's ear holes. My goodness. I'm sucking in on those rants. I just suck in so much nitrogen. I am on point. I am on point. A 6? A 6? Get the fuck out of here, Jessica. Get the fuck out of here.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
Give me a break. That was at least an 11. Thank you, Cerny. I appreciate it. You don't have to fluff my pillow, but Jessica, going French tonight. 6. Fucking 6. Fuck.
Your father was a woman.
Unreal. All right. Well, too bad it's not a fuck average card, but everyone, make sure you flood L's post. Make sure you flood L's post and let her know she won today's Swole card. L, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1937, the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. And of course, as always, we go deeper and deeper and deeper on these mancasts. So make sure you log in, make sure you get to the Swole Fam, make sure you head on over to swolenormousx.com and join the Swole Fam today, because if you do, you get your priority access notifications. I will send you a Swole text. I alert you via the Discord if you're international, and also the Swole Fam Telegram, so you will know exactly when we go live. We go over all these awesome Swole Fam posts. We go over new drops. We go over a lot of questions. You could ask anything throughout the first 2/3 of the podcast. And then, of course, we go balls deep on fat acceptance, on current events, and all this types of shit. So make sure that you are here for the entire thing. And this is important stuff. And we have to make sure that we stick together and you are aware of what's going on, because honestly, you are not hearing any kind of logic or common sense in most areas of life today. And my God, is it just getting worse every fucking day. So make sure that you check out again, swolenormousx.com, download your copy of the 7 Pillars, all the links in the show notes down below. And if you haven't yet left a review over there on Apple Podcast, fam, I really appreciate everyone that has, but make sure you do so. Leave a 5-star review and also write a review. Make sure you write a review, because I love checking those out. It helps the podcast tremendously. It definitely ups it in the ranking on Apple Podcast. And of course, we're going to be doing some awesome giveaways and some shout outs to those of you that are writing and leaving a review over there on Apple Podcast. So if there are other places you can leave a review, do so as well. But Apple Podcast specifically allows for that. So it helps a lot and it's much appreciated. That being said, we'll be here tomorrow for episode 1938. We are getting right into the thick of it, yeah. We're almost getting into the WW2. A lot of similarities, right? A lot of similarities. But thank you for those of you that are speaking your mind out there. And I do want to say in closing, I do appreciate for those of you I notice sometimes your screen names are different, sometimes they're similar, but I do notice on these different sites and these different pages, whenever there's people talking absolute stupid nonsense, I do truly appreciate those of you that are in the comments and, speaking your mind and, supporting my content, but also just speaking your independent thoughts and sharing that. And it definitely helps a lot and definitely drowns out the stupidity, because there are a lot of intelligent people out there. And we just need to hear more of it. And don't think you're alone. You're not alone. You're always welcome here, and you're welcome to speak freely here on the Mancast, so far as Facebook and YouTube allows it. But it's important. Don't stay quiet if you don't believe something. If you think something is no good, fucking say so. Who cares what other people think? You need to be able to respect yourself. And if you self-censor, if you don't say something you believe and you go along with the crowd or the mob or whatever it is, just because you're afraid, honestly, you're selling yourself out. And then you go down this pathway of self-censorship and justification for your decision in order so you can sleep at night. Essentially, you're cheating on yourself and you're lying to yourself. And the human mind can get very, very dark very quickly when you are not being authentic to yourself. So by doing something you don't want to do, there is a lot of justification and excuses made thereafter in order to justify those actions so you can sleep at night, so you can have a clear conscience. And that's where a lot of these things can really go downhill and really slide downhill fast. So definitely keep that in mind. Speak your truth and don't be quiet, because as a country, we need all of you more than ever. So thank you for being here, and let's nut this beesh, shall we, fam? A little America on the way out. There we go. All right, Falcon, take us away. Indeed. Indeed, Falcon. Indeed.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
I fart in your general direction.
My name's Forrest Gump.
I like to caress rusty spoons.
Time to jam, beaches. I love you too, Ryan. Thank you for being here. Everyone, a round of applause for everyone being here today. You all rock. You make my nips rock solid. Don't you know? You too, Falcon. I know.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
I got hairy legs.
Yeah, we know.
The three-letter word, jobs. Jobs.
Nailed it!
Boom shakalaka!
I am the danger.
Inconceivable!
Here's my dick. Let's get that.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Fucking jam, man.
First, take a big step back.
Oh, you get fucked your own face!
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
You make me happy.
And by the way, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kid used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
Nailed it. All right, fam. Tomorrow, 1938. Don't miss out on that. And of course, go to www.thedailyswole.com for all the links. And of course, head on over to TikTok at The Daily Swole for some awesome fucking clips. Gonna go drop a couple more pieces of fire over there. And we'll see you tomorrow for some Thirsty Thursday. We're gonna drop some serious knowledge cock. If you thought we did it today, more is coming. More is coming, fam. Again, swolenormousx.com for all the details on how to join the Swole fam. We'll see you tomorrow for 1938. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swole.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.